Okay, so this is the first real leg of the journey back home to the fantasy of flight in Florida. Leaving here from Sedona to Casa Grande. So our flight plan for the day is just down south around Phoenix, keep fairly low out of their airspace and down into Casa Grande. So a bit of a longer flight than last time, but let's just get going. Now, as stated in the last video, this is a pig to safely get off the ground. But we got a lot of space either side of the runway, so one way or another we're gonna make it. Now I found the best thing to do is pull back on the stick, get to about 40 knots. About 40 miles per hour even. They go forward. Wow, that was pretty darn smooth. Yes. So look at this scenery out here. A beautiful day here. Now it got a lot cloudier as you got closer to Casa Grande, so I'll just I've changed the weather settings as I get closer, just to add in a bit of cloud. But yeah. Just try and trim it out a little bit. Beautiful. Beautiful. Okay, gonna keep fairly low. For the first part of the journey we'll get about 6.5. 6.4, I believe. He was flying out for a while. Let's level off. Try to level off. Come on. There we go. In other news, having just got the Warthog stick, I've actually just ordered some MFG Crosswind version 2 rudder pedals. So I'm looking forward to them. I've got the Logitech Pro Flight ones at the moment, which are okay, but there's an annoying click when I push forward the right foot all of a sudden. I don't know what that click is, it's annoying, and I'm still within the return window anyway, so I'm going to return them. They're like 130 quid and the crosswinds are 280, so okay, it's 150 more, but for a much better product. And I seem to be using flight sim more and more lately, so I think I can justify it. Go nicely with the Warthog stick. What would be cool, much like you know, on my driving rig, how I change rims and that. Now I know obviously I can change the stick on the Warthog base, but there's not a lot of choice. But I wonder if there's a custom, you can get a custom like at the bottom mount, and then you can attach any stick to it. It'd be cool to have like an old wooden one like this. Yeah, you'd have no buttons or anything, that's fine. You just use trim another way. You don't need any other buttons on your stick for an aircraft like this. But that'd be quite cool, quite tactile, having something a bit more real. Like I love using my old wooden rim for vintage cars and whatnot. So I'm going to have to cut this flight down somewhat, because it's going to be a lot longer. And for a while there's not going to be much to see. So we're up to about 7.5, although I'm flying slightly west, so I suppose I should be at an even number, 6.5 or 8.5. Good to see it in the next, hopefully in the next update. They've said should be sorting out AI, so there should be more AI in the skies to match the real world counterparts. That'd be nice. Because there's apparently plenty of flights on FlightAware that aren't showing up. Going to hopefully get around that problem. There's a plane right in front of me, just crossing my... There he is. Awesome. And contrails are coming. That'll add some immersion for sure. And trees being worked on, that's a good thing. Lots of good stuff coming. We're about 1, 2, 3, maybe a fifth of the way or so. That hasn't taken long at all. It would be so useful to have a button to turn on and off points of interest, like you can in Aerofly, and I've mentioned this in some other video. How you could just turn on and off landmarks would be great. So I could click it now and see what, alright, there's not really a lot around here, but see what cities and towns are about it. And not have to go in the menu to turn it on and off. And same with taxi ribbons, you should just be able to have a button bound to turn it on and off. Just a couple of quality of life additions. Running pretty smooth here. Still looks good. Still looks really good, even though I'm only at 50% in OpenXR and 70 render scale. Just because I've got OBS running and recording. I'd usually have that at 100. But even still, everything is looking great. Pretty smooth, gotta be honest. It looks smoother for me in the headset than obviously the video does, no doubt. I love the arguments in forums, why, you know, waste of time buying a G2 and running it lower, 50% or even lower. Like, it's a stupid argument, because even at 50% it's a higher resolution than many previous headsets anyway. Plus the lack of screen door makes it seem even sharper. And you're future-proofing. You can always turn it up as hardware gets better. Plus it's so comfy. Okay, we can see we're gonna come up on some airspace down here. I'm gonna make sure I'm pretty low. Now, I know Kermit was following the was it the Interstate 17, the I-17 for a while. I've not done that, one because I forgot, and two, I don't know where it was in relation to me. Obviously he had a GPS with that shown. I guess is that it? Is that the road there? Is that a road? Don't know, I should know that really. I assume it is. It's a shame that, you know, obviously this is made using with Bing Maps, so they can use Bing Maps. It's a shame we can't have that, you know, on our VFR map. Have us over an actual satellite image. Because in the real world you can do that. You can have a tablet in your aircraft showing whatever you want. That'd be quite cool. So I actually want to get quite a bit lower. I think the lowest airspace there is 3,000. So if I get down to say 2.5. I'm actually going to go to the right. I'm going to go to the right and see if I join up with the road there. This is where I find out that's not what that is. In fact, I'm actually going to go through here. We don't need to go drop in. So where are we in the grand scheme of things? Come a long way. Look at that. It's mind-blowing, this sim. We'll deviate off of the I-17 and follow my my route. He does approach Casa Grande from the northwest. so I assume you made a trip around Phoenix's airspace like I am. That quarry. What's that? It's like a... is it a canal? An aqueduct thing? That's cool, looking down at like a natural old sort of baseball field. What is that? It's a little solar farm. Oh, see, look, that's their airspace, the main airspace. So really, you want to be out over here. So I'll just fly south. We won't go take a look at the city today. I love that, seeing all those aircraft flying around. Is this a golf course or just a park? Okay, so we're quite well clear west. We're just going to come around the tip of the bottom, southwest tip of the airspace. Try and avoid getting a whopping great fine and whatnot. Although I've accidentally climbed a bit more than I meant to. On the golf course there. Look at that. That's a mean jump on the interstate there. Let's come round then. Goodbye, Phoenix. You would properly launch that. Okay, so back just into very open country. Weird seeing all this green in the middle of so much sort of desert. So this is not a kind of landscape we have here in the UK. I don't have point of interest, whatever it is on. Don't have that on in VR. One thing that is missing in this and some other third part, well maybe all third party aircraft, is VR focus, which is a shame. It's useful. I have it set to trigger when you pull it, it zooms you in like this. It's just nice, quite useful. But yeah, doesn't work in third party. I don't know why. I wish there was just a button for zoom as well, like out into the distance, as if I'm looking through binoculars. In real life, I could have binoculars, but there's no option for that I know of. Not in VR anyway. I don't think zoom works at all. So not long to go. I was thinking it was going to be an exceedingly long flight, but it hasn't been, not really. It's just nice to do a flight like this, pick a real world thing and follow it, instead of just doing the usual sightseeing obvious locations. You know, I might otherwise never have flown around here, and while it's not the most remarkable of scenery, it is still amazing, and like I said, not a kind of landscape we get here, and just to fly over such vastness is always quite awe-inspiring. I'm looking forward to the future legs of the trip. More to see, for sure. Look at that. Okay, really not long to go now. Okay, so let's head right some. I'm sure he landed there on runway 5. I believe. Oh, is that it? That's literally just there. Okay, I'm very close. Right. Let's try and not make a complete hash of this landing. But in all likeliness, it's not going to go well. Come on. If I can keep on the runway, that'd be an extra bonus. If I can just get down in one piece, that's all I need. This is awesome. Okay. Some flickering going on with the textures. Well, that's about. We're a bit quick here. Throttle off. Try and keep on the runway. Come on. Oh my god. Okay, 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 yes. Got that, eh? Woof. Down, safe and sound. That wasn't perfect, none of them will be, but hey, we made it. This looks as good a place as any. And we'll back it up into there for the night. Beautiful. Well, that's the real first leg done. Yeah, Sedona to Casa Grande. I'm not sure actually what the next leg is, but I'm looking forward to it. I'll get that done soon. These are really just for my enjoyment, but I'm just throwing them on YouTube because why not? Anyway, that will do it for now. And if anyone has watched this, I will catch you later. Cheers.